What you are about to see is real. Each week we find the most shocking photos, EVPs, and videos of paranormal activity and bring them here. Are they real? You decide. This is the world's scariest videos. Ghost hunters hear what sounds like a little girl crying behind a door. They go to investigate. This is what they find. It appears the Japanese ghosts like to hang out in more places than just a graveyard or the bedroom. Fact is, they seem quite mobile, even hanging out in a family car. A lot of folks make an appearance at the Lincoln County Courthouse, but none quite as shocking as what you are about to see, because this courthouse guest appears to be dead.
I believe all along that there's ghosts in this courthouse. I've heard footsteps. I've heard noises that I couldn't explain.
The news team covering the story was able to capture the ghost with their own cameras. It appears that the evidence stands on this case of the haunted courthouse. Look in the upper right-hand corner. A mysterious white transparent figure seems to dart back and forth across the graves. Photo experts in Denver, Colorado are at a loss to explain what appears to be the face of something standing behind a man in a wedding photograph. In this next footage, you'll see a pedestrian that doesn't have to ever worry about getting run over by a car when crossing the street, mainly because they're already dead. A car garage can be a scary place. Muggers, car thieves, hobos, and, oh yeah, the occasional poltergeist. Ghost hunters investigating an abandoned building were looking for something scary. They found it. This week's EVP comes from renowned ghost hunter Brian Leffler from Minnesota. The spirit responds to Brian's command to leave the residence. Our last video can hardly be considered scary. After all, it takes place on a nice, warm, sunny day, and, well, it looks more like a car commercial than anything, but we do recommend that if anybody has a heart condition, you don't watch the following video.
What's doing, Ghost Junkies? The word on the street is Denton Rose, investigator of the paranormal, is some kind of scaredy cat. Man, I just gotta tell you, that's just not true. The fact is, I ain't scared of nothing.
You mean afraid?
Whatever. Now, just to prove that I, Denton Rose, am in fact brave, I've come to one of the most haunted houses in all of America. What's more, you see that door behind me, man? That door leads to one of the most haunted rooms in one of the most haunted houses in all of America. Now, I am going to go behind that door, just me and maybe a bag of Cheez-Its or something, and spend an entire night. I'll wake out in the morning just completely refreshed. Man, like nothing ever happened. Because I, like I said, am not afraid of anything. So, here I go. I tell you what, man, I'm even impressing myself here. You know, I don't think I've really been afraid of anything for maybe 10 years or so. Not spiders, not monsters, not ghosts, not terrorists. I don't think there's anything to do. You know what? I forgot to feed my cat Buster. Oh man, he gets so upset if I don't feed him right on time. I gotta go. I'm coming, brother. Come on, man. I'm director and author Dennis Baker, and you're watching the world's scariest videos. This first clip from Portugal might make you think twice before picking up a hitchhiker in the middle of the night. But if you do decide to pick up one, make sure you bring your camera. Watch this.
Fica numa zona de mato, portanto, de caminhos de cabras, por isso a partir de certa altura...
Tens que ir naquele caminho.
Não mexia com atenção.
Vamos estar lá com...
Pá, eu nunca lá fui.
Não, mas tu sabes o caminho, não sabes?
Eu nunca lá fui.
Sabes o caminho?
Mas indicaram-me. Tenho um croquis mental.
Tens um croquis mental.
Croquis mental. Olha, adorei saber que tens um croquis mental. Estou seguro de ver.
Pá, sabe, não estás a duvidar da minha capacidade mental, não?
Epá, não é que só não me apetece andar por aí a deambular por Sintra, porque...
Não, é pá, já estás, atenção.
Estavas com mais atenção.
Foda-se, não é lindo.
Vai.
Não é lindo tu depois vês esta merda, meu. Não, mas está ali alguém, meu.
Olha a minha vizinha, meu.
Tua vizinha.
Estou a gozar,
Não brinques.
Pá, se não parar,
Rapariga.
ela está aqui sozinha.
Estás parvo, o quê? Continua,
Tá
Tiago.
bem, ela está aqui sozinha, não...
Epá, e o que é que eu tenho a ver com
estranho,
isso?
ok.
Opa, vamos lá.
Para, deixa vir, sabes já que... Pode ser ajeitosa. Não sei porque... Deixa andar.
Boa noite.
Olá!
Boa noite.
Quando é que vai?
Onde é que vais?
Está bem, pode vir? Carro é teu?
Não há problema nenhum.
Siga. Então, estás bem?
Está em Sintra.
Eu fico já ali à frente.
Ok,
Vamos.
então vai.
O que estás aqui a fazer estas horas, pá? O que estás aqui a fazer estas horas?
Pá, ela pode ficar um bocado incomodada com a câmera ou aqui. Fica lá isso.
Está melhor que esta merda.
Como nos aconteceu alguma coisa, como é que chamas? Não sei nem se o teu nome.
Teresa.
Aconteceu alguma coisa lá atrás? Estás com essa merda ligada outra vez, não estás?
Epá, David.
Desliga lá isso.
Mas tens a certeza que estás bem? Não queres beber nada? Há ali água? Há ali água, queres beber alguma coisa? Está tudo bem?
Não quero ficar assustado.
Estou a tentar perceber o que é que se passa. Tem razão.
Diz-me lá o que é que queres que eu veja? É assim tão...
Estão a ver ali?
Sim.
Ali ao fundo. Foi ali que eu tive um acidente e morri.
This clip was supposedly found in a video camera after the accident. No word as to what happened to the occupants. The origins of this next video are just as mysterious. It's the famous ghost of a girl in a graveyard.
No seas idiota. ¿Qué es esto, güey? No está nada lógico una niña llorando en un cementerio a las 12 de la noche. Bueno, más. A la 1:30. Me a escuchar. Alguien ahí. No sé. Amiga, ¿cómo te llamas? Amiga. Niña. Ay, no seas imbécil. Ya me llevas a... ¡Vamos! ¡Con lentes! ¡Edward! ¡Venga, güey! ¡Venga, güey!
That's a wrap for today's show. We'll see you next time with more hair-raising clips, videos, and EVPs from around the world. I'm Dennis Baker. We'll see you next time. know that wife you're so fond of? Well, bud, I just ran her over with a lawnmower. Oh, bud, I'm so sorry, man. I'll get you another one. I mean, a lawnmower. But, bud, listen, here is the good part. Remember that insurance policy I told you about last week, bud? One missing limb will get you $5,000. So, bud, the way I see it, man, she's in so many pieces right now, you're practically a millionaire. Bud, shh. Man, the neighbors will call the cops, bud. Oh, they're on to me, bud. Hide me, bud. Hide me. Welcome to the world's scariest videos and our VO Halloween special. As you can see, I'm inside of a haunted house investigating a haunting. Someone died here. That's why it's haunted. Anyways, before we get into the clips, gotta remind you, if you have scary clips, pictures, EVPs, you gotta send them to us to be part of the show. Send us an email to info@mindsplintersfilms.com. Now, on with the show.
This is a camera that's motion detector.
Security cameras at a high school catch some unusual looking shadows darting across the screen. Nothing too unusual about that except no one was around. Security cameras also catch something at this popular teen hangout. Not too surprisingly, this one looks like it's been staged. The resident of a Canadian apartment is annoyed by the constant knocking around of items in his kitchen at night. Thinking it might be his cat, he sets up a camera. This is what he finds. We did our own investigation of one of the most haunted places in all the world, the famous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. But is it really haunted? Well, we think so. We walked in the direction where Josh had seen something out of the corner of his eye. At first, we didn't see anything until we edited the footage.
Maybe get a good shot.
The image you are looking at was not altered in any way, and it is most likely one of the permanent guests of the Stanley Hotel. We were even picking up ghosts on our cell phone camera. Keep your eye on the apparition that appears in the middle of the screen.
What the hell is that?
You're looking at a still of the image that appeared briefly on the cell phone. It appears to have shoulders, arms, and even a face. This week's EVP hails from Michigan. where apparently something is trying to get the attention of the ghost hunters. It says, "Hey you." Well, that's it for this episode of the world's scariest videos. I'm Dennis Baker, and what? Well, no, that's all we got. I don't have a screamer. You could ask him. I don't have a screamer. Oh, you guys, normally at the end of the world's scariest videos, we get like a screamer that makes you jump and everybody gets excited and stuff, but I don't have one this time. All we have is this silly footage that we took at the Stanley Hotel, and it's just a plain hotel. Nothing happens, but we'll roll it on that and take a look at it and see if anything jumps out at you. But it's nothing. It's nothing. See you next time. Here it goes.
And now, in the midst of these troubled and dark times, a new hero has arisen. From the creators of Ernest P. World, a new, dynamic superhero to face the forces of darkness. Can he save us? Why, look what he can do!
Oh, what's up, bloodsuckers? I gotta get this job done before the sun comes up. Wait a second. Oh man, where's my hammer? Can't do anything without my hammer. Here it is. Now obviously you're taken by the fact that I, Denton Rose, investigator of the paranormal, have snuck into Dracula's chamber and about to take the countdown for the count. So call your friends, surf the internet, look for the episode where I, Denton Rose, take this bad boy out for good. Here we go. Man, this bad boy's got a hard heart. Oh. Reminds me of that song, Hard Hearted. Ow! Oh, man, that smarts. Oh, why you little... Oh, showed him. Uh-oh. What you are about to see is real. Each week we find the most shocking photos, EVPs, and videos of paranormal activity and bring them here. Are they real? You decide. This is the world's scariest videos. In an abandoned warehouse where strange events were taking place, ghost hunters smell sulfur and roses. The investigation ends when the hunters feel they have become the hunted. They flee and later develop the footage. This is what they see. You could just be looking at one of the best pieces of evidence of ghosts to date. Video and pictures are just one form of evidence that something is trying to get our attention. EVPs echo terrifying messages from beyond, like this recorded in a graveyard recently in Salem, Massachusetts.
Is there anyone here that would like to speak to us today?
I know, Mother.
We may just be listening to the voice of the dead. Could there be anything more scary than gas prices these days? Perhaps. At a station in Parma, Ohio, surveillance cameras captured a luminous figure floating in plain sight, sending chills up the spine of the attendants and capturing the attention of the town.
Watched it for half an hour, and then actually I see it move. That's really, I got freaked out.
The mysterious figure remains motionless for over half an hour. Then, after resting briefly on a car, floats away, never to return. At least, not yet. Far away from the Ohio haunting in Japan, another ghostly apparition is caught on camera. This time the image is a little more human-like. The area is known for suicides. Could this be the ghost of one of its victims? Singapore. Soldiers guarding a checkpoint get the scare of their lives when something wants to cross. It appears that ghosts still have a sense of play, as demonstrated by this footage of something making use of a child's swing set. Passengers filming a trip on a subway in Japan do not notice what later turns out to be something under the train. The ghostly image appears to be looking straight into the camera.
CH News at 11.
Well, what did you see on your summer vacation? Maybe some beaches, some wildlife, or a world-class city? Anything paranormal or supernatural? A Camosun College student from Milton.
A DC student on vacation visits the Vatican, filming the 500-year-old interior. While shooting, nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. But later, after watching the footage, he is shocked to see something floating around the church.
Kind of see where the feet is a bit. Cloak maybe, I don't know. Kind of looks like his head's pointing off to the left.
One thing is for sure, Mark is now a believer.
Well, this last video doesn't appear to have anything scary, so we'll go back searching, looking for more of the freakiest sights and sounds from the paranormal world. And we'll bring them right back here, right here on the world's scariest videos. I'm Dennis Baker, and we'll see you next time.